Brebbia fires. Swing and a liner down the left side. Fair ball. Ball game. Cubs win. Carson Kelly, what a game.
Carson Kelly, what a game indeed. It was a 7-6 final, but there is a lot more to this story than just what you see on the final in 10 innings. Carson Kelly, this will be named the Carson Kelly game for 2025. It didn't start off very well, guys. Just turn away. Yeah, Kyle Tucker, he needed to show Wrigley that he was back, and today was not his day, especially on this one. You can see he's kind of looking at Pete like, oh, was that my ball? Yeah, as you see the replay here. You're a Gold Glover coming up this year, Pete, but I guess you're nowhere near that one. I guess I have to make a last-minute attempt. Didn't work. It's 3-0. Ian Happ, he does deliver. Home run. Great road trip for Ian Happ, so it's great to see him be now one home run away from being a sixth Cub with a 20 home run season. That's pretty crazy. Just got worse, though. Fifth inning, 0-2 hanger to Michael Harris from Taylor Rogers. Almost a home run. Might as well have been a home run. Makes it 5-1. Why do I say might as well? Well, because the very next batter, Alvarez Jr. dunks one into right field, and that does score Michael Harris Jr. to make it 6-1. At this point, I'm like, all right, it's Labor Day. I'm going to go spend time with my family. This team is just disappointing me, but they really are back in. Matt Shaw says, don't go away too soon, Kyle. It's now a 6-2 game as Dansby Swanson scores from first base on this double from Shaw, who's having a great second half. I haven't done, by the way, a breakdown in a while, guys, just in case you've been wondering, like, where have I been? Well, it's because we haven't had an exciting game like this. So skip ahead to the sixth inning. Pete Crow Armstrong, it's 6-2. Pete's not having a great second half. Not great at all. And on that one, swings through, then takes the slider right down the middle from the new pitcher Stratton. He's thinking to himself, okay, I'm batting 155 in my last 27 games. I had a really bad August. I haven't hit many home runs in a while. It's 0-2. Do I do it? Yeah, let's just do it. And you know what he's going to do? It's an 0-2 bunt base hit with the left side of the infield wide open. Why the heck not, Pete? He did it once last year. He just did it for the first time. He's the first major leaguer to do it this year in 2025, which is expected. And then Dansby Swanson comes through, next batter. Pete scoring on that double. It didn't even reach the wall. This is why Pete Crow Armstrong is the number one wild card for the Cubs in September, is because he creates chaos. When he does things, it just makes this team better, including on defense. We cannot forget Aaron Savali. 3 shutout innings, only 1 hit, and could have been 2 had Pete Crow Armstrong not been on that. Yeah, Aaron Savali, welcome to the Cubs. That's your center fielder. Oh, man. But again, you cannot forget what the new Cub did. Speaking of Cubs, this is a former Cub, Pierce Johnson, 8th inning, and Ian Happ with 2 strikes just fists one right there into left field. You've got yourself a lead-off hit. Now the tying run is at the plate. Of course, Nico Hoerner up next. You're not expecting a home run, but I did expect a better at-bat than this. Swings through the Hyde slider. Kind of a check swing, but it looks like it was called a strike also on the slider. And then basically the same pitch, swings right through it. Good evening, or good morning, good evening, good afternoon, however you say that. Nico's up and down. But then Ian Happ steals second base. How about this? Carson Kelly. It's now a full count. You score 1 run, you're happy, right? Well, Carson Kelly has not had an extra base hit since July 23rd or a home run since July 21st, and he just broke both streaks. It's a tie game. Holy cow, I love baseball when things like this are happening. It's that's the definition of due, right? He was due. And then the Braves basically say, hey, Cubs, you can have this game. We're going to send out this guy with a big bushy beard by the name of Brebbia. He's got a mid-7s ERA, and Matt Shaw leads off with a single in the bottom of the 9th. So the storyline is there. Savali already had his game. Now, how about Carlos Santana? He's going to hit a walk-off home run for the Cubs in his very first Cubs uni day? No. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. He's out of there. Then Kyle Tucker, you had a great road trip. You're going to be the hero now, right? 2-run homer wins the game? No. Right down the middle. Kyle had himself a very rough day, 0 for 5. And then Seiya Suzuki, little weak fly out to left field. So much for that walk-off in the 9th. But then I got a text from Mr. Ty Lewin in the top of the 10th, said, who's your hero for this game? Well, it's Mr. Andrew Burt Kittredge Kreischer. Yes, and he ended up basically being the hero. Check this out. Little bunt. I don't know why the Braves are bunting here, if I'm going to be honest. But that gets the runner over to third with 1 out. So you got to get some sort of weak contact or a strikeout. And he does. He gets a strikeout of new Brave Jake Fraley, former Red. And then Marcell Ozuna, Mr. DUI himself, comes up and swings through. Hey, you know what? He brings in runs, but Andrew Kittredge, he did the job. He did the job. All right, so now it's bottom of the 10th, and we got to walk it off, right? Well, not so fast. Ian Happ strikes out against the same Brebbia. And then Nico Horner on 0-2, Mr. RISP. Well, on this one, he GOs to 2B. And that is out number 2. But we talked about storylines. Here it is. He hadn't had an extra base hit in over a month. He hit the game-tying home run. So his chance to be the hero, Carson Kelly on the very first pitch. Boom! Any other day, it's a double. This time it's a single because that runner was on third. Cubs win 7-6. If you like this breakdown and you want more, make sure you like and comment on this video.